It's been weeks. Microsoft started rolling out the Windows 11 developer preview, and many tech enthusiasts started installing the Windows 11 to check out all the new features. The available version is definitely not the final version yet, and there are a bunch of new features on the way. Windows is getting all new design, new quick settings, new themes, new start menu, Android application support, and lot of improvements across the board. Two significant requirements for installing Windows 11 are driving many people upset: the TPM requirement and the system requirement. Let's talk about the system requirement first. For CPU or processor, Microsoft is now asking for 1 GHz, having 2 or more cores, and should be compatible with 64-bit. RAM requires 4 GB. For storage, you need at least 64 GB. For GPU, your graphics card should support DirectX 12. These are actually quite common in almost all the computers we are using. Almost all the computers bought after 2014 or 2015 most likely to have these specifications. In cases computer older than 2014, likely to have these specifications even. However, one requirement drew everyone's attention is the new TPM requirement. The official Windows 11 will be required TPM version 2.0. Is it something we need to be worried? The answer is no. TPM chip is nothing new in our computer. Trusted Platform Module, or in short TPM, is actually a security chip installed in our motherboard. TPM chip stores the encryption keys like your Windows boot up keys, Windows BitLocker keys, etc. Software-based security is always weaker than hardware-based security, and Microsoft is focusing more on their security while upgrading to Windows 11. Hence, Microsoft made it mandatory to have TPM 2.0 for upgrading to Windows 11. There are cases people installed the PC Health Check application and became intensely frustrated seeing their computers will not be able to upgrade to Windows 11 even though they meet all the system requirements. There's nothing to worry. You can simply check whether your computer has the TPM chip or not by going to run command, pressing start plus R. In the run command, write tpm.msc and press enter or OK, and you will get a window. If your window is like this, your motherboard doesn't have the TPM chip or it's not enabled. If your motherboard has the TPM chip and it's enabled, you will get a window like this. In most cases, if you witness the TPM chip is not available in your motherboard, don't get mad. There's a big chance your motherboard has the TPM chip but it's not enabled. You can simply activate your TPM chip from your BIOS settings. If you are using a AMD CPU in Gigabyte X570 motherboards, you can follow my steps. BIOS settings varies from motherboard to motherboard. Hence, I am unable to provide settings from all the motherboards. But if you start changing the TPM settings in your motherboard, you can ask in the comment section. I will try my best to reply at the earliest possible time. Yes, I know many are criticizing Microsoft for announcing new Windows as they promised. Their Windows 10 will be the last ever Windows and it will get update time to time. To be honest, the changes they are bringing into the new Windows 11, they could provide all the new features, all the changes in their existing Windows 10, providing a simple firmware update. But there's a catch. People change their phone over the years, but people hardly change their computers. There are lots of people out there still using the Windows 7, or in cases they are still using the Windows XP or Vista. and they are happy with it. You see, Microsoft didn't make major changes while updating from Windows XP to Windows Vista or to Windows 7 or to 8.1 even to 10. But for upgrading to Windows 11, they doubled the requirements. If Microsoft would provide the changes in a firmware update in Windows 10, many would be unable to update their system for lack of the requirement. As a result, computers not meeting the system requirements will not be able to update their Windows any further. In my perspective, it was indeed a good move making a new operating system. If you wish to upgrade to Windows 11 from Windows 10, it's completely free. In case if you don't want to upgrade or your computer doesn't meet the system requirements for Windows 11, you are good to go. Microsoft has committed supporting the Windows 10 until 2025. As for my final thought, I found many became quite frustrated knowing they won't be able to get the new Windows 11, and in cases they are planning to upgrade their computer only because getting the Windows 11, which is ridiculous. If you want to upgrade your computer on purpose, that's different, but only for getting Windows 11 doesn't make any sense. As you are okay using your current computer or Windows for now, you will be happy enough using it for years, unless you feel the necessity to upgrade your computer due to work or game or so on. But only because of getting Windows 11 doesn't make sense. Companies like Asus, Acer, HP, Apple, Samsung and other hardware manufacturing companies all have one in common. They want you to buy their new devices. Blaming Microsoft for wanting to sell more Windows PCs is like blaming a chicken laying eggs. See you next Monday.